and Brownie.
The podcast.
There's an event on this week. You notice good food and wine festivals happening. Nigella's been all over the place. I love this.
Has she done that thing with Preston yet?
She's about to, but it's all sold out. I tried to.
Of course it
Hey,
would
that
be.
thing with Preston, by the way, is not what you think. It's a in conversation.
Oh. As opposed to what?
Well, you do that thing with someone, it might be, like a peep show. It's not.
Nice.
It's an in conversation. Clothes are on.
Why they didn't get you, Dino, I'll never know.
Mate.
I know.
Matt's great. But
Idiots.
Do we have any of the chemistry that you shared with?
Might pop up
Might
a bit
pop
later.
up later. But there is an event. There's so many events on in this beautiful city, and Maximum Chips is one that I need to draw your attention to.
Yeah, I mean, straight away, as soon as you mention it.
Because how good are chips? Is there a finer snack? Maybe the potato gem edges out a little bit. But a good chip is a thing of great beauty. This is happening tomorrow night.
I think it's the apex predator of potato
I agree.
products.
I agree. I absolutely agree. All the chips are going to be there at this event. Crinkle cut, shoestring, French fry, maybe even a few potato gems, aforementioned. Dino, your eyes.
Some big names there.
My God. The last time I saw that face was on my own face when I got a Fuzzy Pumper barbershop under the Christmas tree in 1978.
Christ.
That's how excited you are.
Star-studded event.
Hot chips plus great drinks for the whole crew, and it's bottomless. I mean, bottomless fries. Come on, okay. It's part of the Melbourne Food and Wine Festival. I'm big on a homemade chip, and back when I had, I guess, less of a life, I perfected the hot chip. So now, yes,
May
the
I ask?
homemade hot chip. Yes.
So I'm going to give you something that you didn't ask for, but chips, they need to be crispy. They need to be, double fried, triple fried. They need to be crispy. Those soggy ones that I don't even know what they are.
Roll the intro, Dino.
Could be a muffin or toasted with brie. All we know is she's gonna cook it quickly. Watch it on Instagram to see. It's time for Cooking with Chrissie.
The best homemade chips. Here is the key.
Well, listen, you got form too. Your burger was one of the greats.
Very good.
I'll give you that.
Thank you. The toasted sandwich, the panwich.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
It was very good,
Mac
Samuel.
and cheese, sausage rolls.
Thank you. I've got form. I mean, you wouldn't know it from my appearance on MasterChef, but I can cook.
One of the
can cook.
Great choke. Sal's Hall level. Barry Hall level.
Thank you.
Topical.
Now, the key here is that you're going to need a deep fryer. So you're going to have to shell
that's
out.
already inaccessible. You've lost touch with the common person.
No, they're cheap. They're $50.
Cheap.
They're cheap.
Oh, 50. Just hand them out to them. Why don't you go down the street and hand them out?
They're $50 or less. I'm sure you'll be able to
Deep
get one
fryer.
less in that weird bit in Aldi occasionally, with a tent.
Deep
and
fryer.
something to wee in.
And you leave the oil in there.
Out.
Okay, see you then.
No, I'm just saying I'll stay. I'm just saying in general. Why can't you
Well,
get...
you can borrow mine. Or actually, no, look, if you've got a pot and a thermometer, it's about the temperature. You need the temperature.
Sorry to harass, but when you fill up the deep fryer,
Yes.
and after you've used it,
Yes.
what do you do with all that oil?
Keep
Well,
it.
it depends. You can decant it back into the bottle that you've used, or you could have sort of a week of deep frying stuff. So you could keep it on your bench and use that opportunity to make.
You can have a week of deep
You
frying.
can have you can have a deep fried festival.
My Nana Val is still going, leaves the oil in there. It'll stay
Yeah,
at the
that's
farm
right.
for
If you're
3 or 4
using
months.
it a
Absolutely.
bit, so like if I do chips, maybe the next day I'll do zucchini flowers filled with ricotta and lemon zest, and I use it for that. But if you use, here is another tip: if you use it for fish, like if you be about a fish, the oil's done. So you have to put it in the pot
Just for chips.
and put it back in the pot and put it in the bin. Don't put it down your sink, because you'll get all sorts of problems. It'll block up, solidify. Back to chips. So you get a good potato, Sebago, whatever. They'll have it on the little bio that they have in the supermarket, which ones are good for chips. Chop them up into whatever size you want. Dry them off first. Then you put them in the
And
basket.
also a good tip for drying them off, put them in the oven for 10 minutes.
Yes, absolutely. You can do that.
Or the dryer.
Put them out in the sun.
Oh, come on, I don't really sound like that, do
Stare
I?
down.
Well, they're a little bit
You
this
do.
morning.
It is lovely. It's lovely,
A
though.
little bit this morning.
Brownie could dry out these chips by staring at them.
Sorry, Swanee.
You actually could. Yeah, I reckon
All
you
right,
could.
they're dry, Swanee.
Anyway,
Now
so they're
what?
dry and they're in fingers. You put them into the deep fryer until they look. And I know that this is not an exact science, but I'm an intuitive cook. I put them in until they look sweaty. So they're not going to be crispy. They just look sweaty and a bit pasty, like Jack on a Monday morning. Okay, so that's kind of the colour chart I'm going for. I'm like, does this look like Jack laying on the floor of the studio with fumes coming out of every pore in his body? Yes, they do. Out. Onto a tray or a container into the freezer. And then you freeze them.
Are you insane?
No, they're not.
It's a long process.
It is a long process, but the results, they speak for themselves, truly.
So if you want these chips on a Friday, when you start? Monday or Tuesday?
No, hey.
No, seriously though. No, straight away. Oh, I forgot the first point is that you boil the potatoes.
Yes, you can say that.
Is there anything you don't do to these
You
chips?
boil them
You talk
first.
to them for a little while.
Listen.
Make love to them. Kiss them.
You kiss them. Kiss them all over. You boil them first, then you fry them until they look like Jack on a Monday with a hangover. Then you freeze them. So they've been twice cooked so far.
Yes.
Boiled, fried. Once they're frozen, then they can stay there for a week or whatever. So you can prep ahead. If you know you want it, on a Friday night, you can do this well in advance. And then the showstopper is when you bring them out of the freezer and you heat up the oil and you freeze them again, fry them again. They are crispy on the outside, like fluffy mash in the middle, and they work every single time. They are showstoppers.
So you've got a spare 8 hours today. There you go. You'll have some nice chips.
If you don't have...
Thank you for your unusual support.
I've got one last question.
Yeah.
If you don't have a deep fryer,
Yes.
what's the temperature of that oil if you're doing it like just with a pot on top of the stove?
Titus is here.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
if you don't have a deep fryer, 13 24 10, we're giving away deep fryers.
This will change your life and put on at least 8 to 10 kilos.
Call now.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.